I don't think I could have introduced myself any better than the gentleman just did. So again, thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to be taking you today over the agenda of what we're going to be actually talking about. So we're going to be starting off with obviously who we are as Bitestate, what's happening around the world as we speak, why we ultimately believe that real estate investment in Dubai right now is the best real estate investment that you can do anywhere around the world. And last but not least, why we actually believe that the time to take action is now. So starting off with who we are, obviously my name is Ahmed Elshimy. As the gentleman said, I've been doing real estate in Dubai for the past 7 years. Very, very extensive knowledge when it comes to where are the best properties you can buy, what are the best rental returns that we can guarantee, and everything that has to do in general with the real estate landscape when it comes to this amazing city that we are in. Now, I know the story we've said a lot of times in different expos. This is actually our third one around. But these guys over here, so when we're talking about Gordon, Philip, Dimitar, once upon a time they were only crypto investors that wanted to diversify their portfolio by buying real estate. I gave them that option. We transacted in Dubai. They absolutely loved the investment, loved the diversification that I offered them to their current crypto assets. And so they became my clients, and that's how Bitestate actually got created. So taking you through what we do in a nutshell, Bitestate is a one-stop shop for any crypto asset holder that wants to diversify their investment by buying a real estate. So how we actually do that is we start off with expert consultation. Our main aim when you actually come to invest with us is not to actually make you feel privileged to buy real estate in Dubai, but we actually want to give you the best value for the money that you're actually spending. So we offer you the best properties that would fit your requirement. We have a very, very diverse portfolio of properties that we can offer you, as we have over 78 referral agreements with all the big real estate developers in Dubai, not to mention all the landlords in Dubai that are offering to resell their properties. Moving forward, we signed an agreement with our investor that we are actually guaranteeing the transfer of their crypto to actually buy the real estate. And last but not least, when you buy the property, we don't just leave you there. So if you're buying this as an investment, so we do long-term renting, we do short-term renting like Airbnb, Booking.com, which has proved to be very, very lucrative as of recent. If there's something you want to buy for now, wait till later to actually appreciate some price, we can also help you resell that property. So basically speaking, the full solution from A to Z when it comes to your real estate investment, from crypto to real estate to managing that real estate, that's exactly what we specialize in. Now again, as I said, this is actually our third time around in Crypto Expo Dubai. And speaking in general, the first two times we were here, a lot of people made sense out of it. I mean, first time around, BTC was at like $60,000. Second, which was amazing, it was like a very, very apparent bull run. Second time around, it was playing around the 40s. But this time around, people are asking us, why is Bitestate still participating in Expo, paying money to actually get exposed, and basically being part of Crypto Expo Dubai? Now, my main answer to that is very, very simple and straightforward. And to answer that question, you have to go back to the actual idea of how or why crypto was invented to begin with. Crypto was not only created for the people that are holding the currencies, trading the currencies, but they were actually created for people to have decentralized control over their financials. So where they want to spend it and on what they want to spend it should always be the case when it comes to people's financials. And what we have been encountering recently, which has actually made us very happy, is that people are not only, the people that are transacting with crypto with us are not necessarily people of crypto nature, but are actually people that are using this crypto to escape different things that they are facing, let's say in their countries or their financials in general. Now, we're going to take an overview about what's happening really in the world right now, because we're not oblivious to it. I mean, day after day, we're hearing a lot of news about inflation, a cold recession, economic markets around the world that are going to be collapsing. You know, we're not oblivious to it. We completely understand it. So I gathered like some of the titles that we've been seeing all around, you know, these days, day on day. So you hear about central banks asking us to accept pain. You have inflation that is taking, you know, worldwide effects, where it's actually pushing and pulling all around the world. And what's even more, let's say, worrying is are these currencies that have always been regarded as stable currencies, as safe havens for people. So if we take the euro and the pound, for example, this is the first time in 20 years that the euro is equivalent to 98 cents, and this is the lowest exchange rate for the British pound since 1985. Not to mention, of course, the obvious, which was what's happening in Russia and Ukraine, causing a lot of inflation in the prices of energy, resources around the world, and it's definitely affecting the world in quite a negative way. But even with all of these news, we don't think it's all bad. Definitely, inflation is something that people are experiencing around the world. What it has to do with you know, news about Germany, where they're not using escalators in airports anymore, France, different sections around the world, where people are actually paying things at an inflated rate. Now, what we are offering is a way that you can actually tackle inflation. So instead of actually paying at an inflated rate, when you invest in real estate, you can get paid at an inflated rate. And that moves us to why we believe that the best place around the world to actually do that is definitely the city of Dubai. So this is just an overview of how the real estate market in Dubai has been performing over the last year. So the most exciting thing is there's an 18% increase in millionaires that are actually moving to Dubai. Now, Dubai obviously has always been a branded city. You know, people around the world, when you refer to Dubai, they don't think Dubai is a city. They think Dubai is the entire country. So this influx of multimillionaires that is causing this ripple effect in demand in Dubai has been driving Dubai's real estate market like off the roof. So just in a nutshell, Dubai has recorded the highest number of transactions in the past 9 months in the history of Dubai. So we have around 180 billion dirhams worth of properties that were sold in the first 9 months of Dubai. You know, all over Dubai, for the people that are living here, the project gets launched, the project gets sold. So a lot of launches that were very popular this year were Safa 1 and Safa 2 by the MAC. You have Amar Beachfront, you know, Address Bay, Address Beachgate. You have Danube that launched Opals that got sold out in 1 hour. So the demand is definitely there, and the Dubai real estate market is definitely one of the healthiest real estate markets around the world. So just to give you also a brief about recent news, August alone recorded 9,720 transactions. So this is almost 70% more year on year compared to August of last year. Now, why Dubai? I mean, you know, real estate obviously is very healthy, people are buying. What is actually driving these people to do that investment and take that decision? So obviously Dubai is one of the best cities in the world. I mean, everybody that's sitting here comes from a different nationality, comes from a different background, but all of us are gathered in Dubai for a reason. Dubai is a very safe place to be. It's a very promising place to be. The leadership that actually drives this country, contrary to other places around the world, actually delivers. Obviously Dubai is a zero tax emirate, so whatever you make from your real estate investment is 100% for you. Basically speaking, net rent equals net income, zero, nothing is taken out of it. The good news is we also have a residency program that it keeps actually getting enhanced by the government year on year. So right now, the UAE has the #1 passport in the world. So when you get a residency in Dubai, it's almost the equivalent of the #1 residency in the world. And as of recent, not as of recent, only 2 days ago, the Dubai Land Department announced that even if you buy a property worth 2 million dirhams, even if it's not actually completed, you are going to be eligible for a 10-year golden visa. Dubai also has a very, very high capital appreciation. year on year, properties are always appreciating in price, and the main reason why these properties are appreciating in price is the influx of people that are actually willing to be a part of Dubai, or an even more permanent part of Dubai. So year on year, the population of Dubai grows by 15%, and basically speaking, the real estate supply is not catching up to the numbers of people that actually want to move to Dubai. The other thing is, I mean, Dubai, when you come to compare it to other cities around the world, you compare it to the likes of Singapore, to the likes of New York, where property prices, if any of you have ever inquired about these properties, are quite expensive. So when you come to Dubai, I mean, right now, it's a very global city, very central location, very in demand in every single aspect of it, and we can offer you properties that start at only $88,000 to be a part of Dubai. Now, when it comes to rental returns, last year we were discussing the idea of buying a property, renting it out on long term, and making a ton of money just by getting a tenant in, renting it out since the beginning, getting all the money in, right, and just securing yourself for the whole year. Now, what we've actually been realizing that since the tourism post-COVID has actually been moving quite well in Dubai, with the new also airport that's opening. We have Al Maktoum Airport, which is going to be the largest airport in the world. Is going to be flying out people to the World Cup in Qatar next November, and it has a plan to increase the number of tourists coming to Dubai from 19 million a year to 130 million a year by the end of 2030. That there has been such a high demand on units that are basically put on short-term rental and used basically on hospitality basis. So that's why this year we actually joined forces with a sister company which is called Galagas. So Galagas is a company that does short-term rentals, and I'm going to have my colleague Mazen over here who's going to tell you all about it.
Thank you. Take one step backward and understand what we do in Bitestate. In Bitestate, we help our clients buy, sell, and manage their properties. And we're always looking to enhancing their portfolios. And that's how Galagas was created. Galagas is a sister company of Bitestate, and what we do is we manage your properties on short-term basis. That's by listing it on Airbnb, Booking.com, and other marketing channels. We also do accept your payments in crypto, and we also pay out your rental returns in crypto. Now let's talk about Dubai. So if you're managing your property on short term, it actually generates more 30% on your rental returns as opposed to long-term basis. And why is that? Well, Dubai is always striving to be the #1 in everything. We always see the biggest, the longest, and everything is starting to be #1. And what we're experiencing in the market right now is a lot of major events happening in the Gulf region. This year we have the Dubai Museum of the Future that launched earlier this Feb, and also we have Expo returning this October, as well as other major events that's happening all around us. We have Crypto Expo right now, Bitestate happening in a few days, and also other major events like FIFA World Cup that is happening next month, as well as Formula 1. And what that is basically doing is basically increasing the hotel prices here in Dubai. And it's a good time to actually manage your property on short term so you can be part of that. During this July, it's recorded that 3 times the number of tourists have arrived in comparison to July 2021. So why work with us? Why work with Galagas? So we're a one-stop solution, basically. We help you with everything from A to Z. That's basically seeing your property, furnishing your property, also managing it on short term by listing it on multiple channels, such as Airbnb, Booking.com, and the other marketing channels. We also have our pricing dynamic, which is basically, instead of being managed on human sentiment, is actually based on software that enables the maximum returns based on that specific time period. Our services include interior designing and professional photography to actually enhance your marketing of that property through those marketing channels. And thank you. Ahmed will continue with the presentation. I will be handing it over to him.
Every time I go out, he comes in, he claps. So whoever that is, thank you so much. All right, so in a nutshell, I mean, we've presented mostly like why we actually believe that having control over your financials, beating inflation, being secure in a recession is definitely the way to go by buying assets. Buying assets as of now is not a luxury anymore. To protect your financials is becoming a must. So, and why are we actually pitching Dubai over all of these things that we mentioned before? Dubai is a very technological city. They believe in crypto and they believe in why we are actually attending conferences like these. I mean, you have all of these global news that are giving all this bad sentiment out there in the world. But when you open the news that has to come to Dubai, you hear a lot of positive things. So very recently, Binance were advertising on the Burj Khalifa that they just got their MVP license in Dubai. The Ministry of Economy, a couple of months back, they opened their own base in the metaverse. We have big groups like the Mac Properties. They're entering the metaverse where they're actually allowing the neighborhoods that they've built for the neighbors to interact with each other in a virtual kind of world. I mean, and the most important thing, obviously, that Sheikh Hamdan, the son of the ruler in Dubai, is actually planning to increase the volume of the economy that comes from the metaverse from $500 million a year, which is where we're standing right now, to $4 billion in the next 5 years. So, as I said, instability and uncertainty means investing in assets is a must. So, the time is now. Invest in real estate now and definitely make a move. So thank you so much, guys, for listening to us. It's been a pleasure presenting to you. Please, if you have any questions, please let us know. We're on booth 55, and alternatively, you can always reach us on our website, our email, on WhatsApp on this number. Thank you so much. Thank you.